Okay, good morning everyone. Thanks for the time given to our group. So now we are from the fifth group, and our group want to tell about customary law, and the result of the interview. Uh, we can get the information and the material about the customary law. Okay, guys. Before we start the presentation, I want to introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Bastianisi. I am from 2019. Okay, the result of our interview uh, have three types. The first one talking about the toko tenderon, and the second one is uh, tungkucu, and the last one is land conflict, and maybe uh, the customary law still have uh, many types, but our group just talking and explain about three topics. Okay, uh, now I want to talking about top the first types about toko tenderon. Okay, toko tenderon is Manggarai term in which women and men have an affair without a compatibility with family relationships or on the basis of infidelity. Toko tenderon is happen maybe sometimes because the uh, men uh, uh, have an affair with the wife of other person, and it maybe it the problem like it uh, as happen in Manggarai, and but when our group go presentation in Karot Tadung Gendang, the Tuagolo say in Karot Luteng never happen like it. Okay, in Toko Tenderon have customary law. One of is Munak pattern. Munak pattern is customary law. It is the law for the men and woman that make the mistake toko tenderon, and Togolo say Munak is punishment or fine which apply in form of obligation to separating of the relationship. Destination this study is to determine the background, function, and the impact of village community Munak, like in Kendel, Batulanur village, is Manggarai Regency. Study sociological anthropologists. The theory that underlies this research in theory of rationality, the structural function, and the theory of social change. This study used the method of determined information, namely purposive sampling method, with the number of information from 10 people. Okay, not only Munak pattern in Manggarai have customary law is where when someone make the mistakes, someone or more of someone, and like woman and men toko tenderon, the the people in Manggarai make have the customary law that is manuk miteng, and it that is term Manggarai term. It is the manuk mitang the function of manuk mitang is want to throw the bad happen, and the people hope the bad happen, or toko tendoron and other can not happen again in Manggarai, in especially in the village. And I think maybe if the customary law like it not only in Ruteng, but in Manggarai West Manggarai, and in like that not just not only in Kedil, but in Ruteng too, like same like it. So I think that's about Toko Tendoron, and now I want to give my best friends Mira to explain about Tungkucu.
Okay, my friends, on behalf of Yohana Mirnawati Ngera from the group of 5, and thank you for time given to me. Now I will explain the results of our interview with some important things related to the customer law of the Manggarai community. About the customer law of the Manggarai community, or what customer law applies to the Manggarai community. Thus, the traditional explained that the Manggarai people in forest have various types of marriages. One of them is marriage tungkucu, or marriage cousin. In this model of marriage, the daughter of the brother can marry the son of the sister. This is believed to strengthen brotherhood and protects inheritance, property, and family assets from being transferred to another clan. However, with the entry of religions into the region, particularly Catholicism, which is the majority religion in the entire region, this marriage is being questioned. Catholic Church law strictly prohibits these marriages for reasons of health and proximity to social relationships. The couple must request dispensation to obtain the legality of the marriage. The process may be long and it is difficult to get dispensation. This is controversy. This puts them in trouble for having proper legal marriage right according to the church. Marriage is a very noble way to organize household and decent life. Marriage is illegal if it is carried out according to the law of religion and belief. I don't know for sure the true meaning of the tungkucu stuff in the Manggarai, but making science may ascentors. However, in opinion and my struggle, this is term often used term of matchmaking determined by certain parties, performed by each parent based on kinship. So the main purpose of tungkucu matchmaking is to maintain the kinships and brotherhood of each family of each partner. So I think that's all, guys, and thank you for your time give to me. Okay.
Good morning, Father. I am Benedicta Fani Danalu. Here I will explain the result of our interview yesterday regarding customary law in Manggarai, especially about the land conflict. Okay, as we know, conflict in Manggarai Regency is one of the most serious problems requires serious handling from the local government. In this case, the other party is like interest groups, and the Manggarai community itself also have responsibility to resolve the issue. Land conflict in Manggarai Regency are categorized into several types. Based on actor of or party, the conflict the namely is the first one, individual with individuals, individuals with groups, groups with groups, individual with government, group with government, and government with government. The group in this question can be a group indigenous peoples as well as interest group or goals that have common interests and goals. Land conflict involving indigenous group in Manggarai. It is the conflict with the highest intensity or the most frequency happened in Manggarai. There are many things that are the root causes of the land conflict that have occurred in Manggarai Regency. The causes is the first, orderly administration. The second, violating the agreement, namely the denial of the agreements. For example, agreement that has been made before. And the third, transfer of land functions. The land conflict in Manggarai also occurred because of transfer land functions for others. Interests such as like forestry, mining, and development, government, infrastructure, and public facilities. And the fourth is used not as intended. Land problems are often referred to as land grabbing or divisions, often occur in the life of the community, especially Manggarai. This conflict or problem occur because of the unequal distribution of land between parents and their children. And this problem, I think, in this problem can be resolved by custom through meeting between customary and local community leaders. Okay, sir, that's all for me explain about the land conflict. Thank you for attention, please. And the fourth is used not as intended. Land problems are often referred to as land grabbing or divisions, often occur in the life of the community, especially Manggarai. This conflict or problem occur because of the unequal distribution of land between parents and their children. And this problem, I think, in this problem can be resolved by custom through meeting between customary and local community leaders. Okay, sir, that's all for me explain about the land conflict. Thank you for attention.
Okay guys, thanks for time given to me. I'm Marcelina Jahina. I want to explain about land conflict. Okay, I will start to explain about land conflict. First, after land conflict in Manggarai, regions have have occurred for a very long time and have occurred since the colonial era. Until now, conflicts still occur, and from year to year it continues increase. There have been many losses in arising from land conflict that have occurred, and this has been felt by all parties in the conflict. And thus, who would know this is basically due to the increasing need for land for various purposes. Land becomes an object that is limited number but is needed by everyone. So various attempts have been made obstacles to be faced. Apart from the obstacles, the local government, community, leaders, social elites, and the Manggarai community continue to strive to prevent and minimize land the Manggarai indigenous people through existing adat institutions. So, keywords in Manggarai: regency, land conflict, interaction conflict is a phenomenon that often occurs in Indonesia and always maintains the cause conflict. So, one example of land conflict is Jawa is limited in scope to individual or family units where it results or except for K in the case of interest. However, in Flores, especially in some areas, it is clear that the need for land conflicts has persisted in Manggarai regions after land and natural resources are managed communally, and that is difference between ownership is problem that is serious once to the local government and the community. This cannot be separated from the impact and in Manggarai have caused many victims, but death and injuries, burned house and others. The loss is not only for by the pirates in conflict, but other pirates who are not involved also feel the various costs and root causes. So it is a hope that the involvement of our parents can help prevent solving and Manggarai also almost every year with various costs and root causes. So it's hope that involvement of parties can help solving and preventing conflicts, but also all of society must work together to overcome problems that continue to occur in Manggarai with the cooperation of various parties and layers of society. The rise and prevalence of land conflicts can be carried out property and can reduce very large risks and loss. So, conflict land legislation. The steps was taken by the government to increase public awareness of the bad impacts and losses that will result from the conflicts the land. Apart from aiming at resolving the ongoing conflicts, the socialization was well aims to prevent conflicts and take steps to give compensation other parties to resolve problems that occur. But if that is the conflict is not
is not it's not the government. So in the event that the government becomes the mediator, who will suggesting one of the parties to the conflict to provide compensations for that land be problems. Compensation can be in the form of money. It can also be in the form of replacement land, feed, taking legal channels. If various offers are carried out by the local government of Manggarai agencies, starting from the village, sub-district, and local government levels. And then resolution according to Manggarai customs, land conflict resolution carried out by the community. Prioritas customary, who that the culture of the Manggarai people. Customary land conflict resolution in general carried to the community and custom and symbols. The culture of the Manggarai people is used, and these forum problems are solved. The land can be set. Second, clarification of customary land ownership.